Usually, okay, so full transparency, recording has actually just now started. So if you've been here listening,
Yeah, PMN right here. This was the top gainer of the day right now. Obviously, it flew right here. Look, it rejected right at 114. And if you zoom out just a few trading days ago, 114 was that high right there too.
It's nuts.
So PMN, let's look for the breakout of $1.14 on that one. Right now, it is way overextended. Even a stop loss beneath the VWAP would put you in bad territory. So hopefully it can consolidate a bit before it breaks out. GCTK, this was a fucking loser so far today. I don't even know if I like the next breakout on it. Maybe though. Call that $12 breakout on GCTK. HSDT, I'm looking for 1850. SABs, this one's looking unlikely, but 422 I have on watch. This one had too much recent resistance. I'm not even looking at this one. Please mute your microphones if you're not asking a question.
I did it.
Open, I don't really love this one. It's a slow runner when it does run. That's really about it for the moment. Very is running again, but it gave us a fake out on Thursday or Friday.
Dirty. I am. If you want me to,
that's it for my watch
I'll just go ahead and jump straight over into the futures. Then we
list. What are you looking at for future?
pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Double top basically, lower low / double top on both MNQ or NQ and ES. At this point, we're got some pretty big analysts who are pretty popular on YouTube. Basically calling for the big pullback at this point. Like ES is kind of sitting up there watching. They're watching S&P 500 right there, looking for the S&P 500 pullback. We finally kind of broke back out of the pattern. We're sitting on top of that consolidation that ES has had. Basically, NQ has been stair stepping this thing up very politely over the last week or two. That's usually ES's job. ES is the one that's kind of like blocked itself in with a higher high and the lower low, and now we're slingshot back up. How do you say that? Slingshotted back up here. So I think, I don't know if that's what most people are, why most people are kind of thinking that maybe we're in for the big one. But for the most part, it's pretty easy. It's going to be pretty easy to spot. I mean, like, obviously, if it just falls out of the air, then that's going to be the big pullback for sure. But for the most part, really kind of what we're looking for here is you want to just be able to, you wanted to define the top and the bottom of this. Yeah, we did kind of wick out of this pre-market on Friday, just a hair on NQ, but really it's this area right here, this 2304, 23304 to 23309 at the top of it, and the bottom of it seems to kind of line up with the previous top, which is where we bounced at on Friday when we pulled back like we did and pushed back up and climbing back up the entire time. So really, like, it's here and here, and we can definitely trade in between the two. You can see right here, this is the 60-minute 21 EMA, or the 1 hour 21 EMA right here, that we're kind of we kind of have disrespected, and then we started respecting again. It loves to respect that. Even when it broke underneath it, it came right back up to it and put. Oh, I'm not sharing my freaking screen, am I?
No, you're not sharing it.
Dang it. Well, it'd be pretty easy to catch up with one.
Start over.
Start over. All right. My bad. All right, here we go. This one, right? So let me back up just a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. Here's NQ, stair stepping, higher highs, higher lows, kind of making its bases, but in sections. And ES is basically just one big base, like, you know, top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. But it's been a little sloppy, which is typically NQ's job. NQ's the one that kind of tends to color out of the lines a little bit. So the fact that ES is the one that's really kind of given us the big consolidation, and NQ is the one that's kind of been showing us what we think we might want to see, is I think a little nerve wracking for people who are watching this. Here's that 60 minute / 1 hour 21 EMA. Yes, I know it's the same thing, but sometimes it'll say one thing and sometimes it'll say the other. So as long as you're aware, but you can kind of see that everything's kind of bundled up here. Anything that's got any kind of substance to it. The 15 minute 21 EMA, the 1 hour 21 EMA, the 15 minute 50, the 15 minute 150 SMA down here. Everything's kind of bunched up at this point, and we're kind of balling into what's probably turning into kinetic energy at some point. So we need to get either above this area and hold it, or below this area and hold it. And if not, I think probably what we could see is probably some definite, like, bigger consolidation chunks. So here, maybe we block back down into here, but there are lots and lots of people who are thinking, like, this is the top. We need a little bit, obviously not the top forever. This will eventually get taken out, but where's the pullback? And I think that's what people are looking for. Same thing over here on ES. ES, even just from Friday morning, I guess, session to today, we're making, like, not only are we making triple top like NQ did, but it's actually making lower highs. I mean, which is a bit telling, because typically ES is the one that really likes to kind of show where we're going next. So the fact that we've consolidated, kind of broke out, but now over the last couple of days we're making these lower highs, I think is probably further ammunition for a lot of these guys who think that the dump is imminent, that we're kind of getting ready to set this thing up. But I mean, overall, we don't want to just assume that this is what it's going to do and then that's it, period, right? So we're still stuck in a range until we're not. When in doubt, zoom out. If you can find the range when you back out, stick with what you know on the chart. It either has to break this or it has to break this, or we're not going to go anywhere. I mean, that's just, use the common sense about it. We'll use the common sense this chart is showing you. Don't bet big in either direction, because right now we're not moving in a direction, unless you consider east of direction, which you should. But unless you can play in the east direction, don't play it. Just wait for your setup. Lots of just, or one of our, for some of you who've been around long enough, know who Machete is. It's in the spaghetti. We're in the middle right here. We're in the, like, all the mess of it, like the bird's nest, right? So we don't want to try to predict what's going on. There's so many things that could try to use to define direction. So, like, does it use the 15-minute EMAs? Does it use the 5-minute EMAs? Is it using some, like, 45-minute EMA that hardly anybody uses, but there's just enough people to watch it. So, I mean, just watch your price levels, pay attention to what's going on, and only do what it lets you do. Don't try to force it to do anything, because it's not going to listen. Let's go look at the news real quick. Have you looked at the news any this week, Mike?
I didn't see what the rating were, like 3-star or whatever. Somebody said the potential rate drop this week. I didn't see it on my economic calendar, though.
Fed Chairman Powell speaks tomorrow. I have to figure out what that's about. Tomorrow morning at 8:30. That probably means he's standing in front of, like, a court or a jury somewhere, or maybe he's, like, overseas talking with someone. We'll look at that. Existing home sales on Wednesday.
Supposedly Trump's trying to force him to resign or something too.
Yeah.
Everybody's tracking that.
Yeah, well, that's, it's neither here nor there. I think there's a lot of people who don't like him. Apparently, a lot of the other Fed chairs don't, or the Fed speakers, I should say, not the Fed chairs, really don't like it, because they're saying we should have cut rates like twice already this year. And there, the rumor is, of course, and it's always just a rumor until proven, but that, Powell's basically not cutting because he doesn't like Trump, right? So then, you've got the other side of it, and they're just back and forth. So, I mean, the rumors will move the markets, that's for sure. So, I mean, I wouldn't take anything for fact until it happens. But even if he does resign, they're probably not going to come out and say like, oh yeah, well, him and Trump got into it. He'll walk out and go, well, this has been fun. Thank you guys for letting me be here. I just think it's time for me to move on. Whatever that is, people will take it for however they want to take it, period, regardless of who announces what. So, just be on the lookout for that. If there's rumors involved, then you can almost kind of guarantee that they will be trying to push the market in one direction or the other. They like using the news to do what they want. So, Wednesday, existing home sales and crude oil inventories are the only 3-star news coming out. Existing home sales is at 10 a.m., so it's not even before market opens on the New York Stock Exchange. Thursday, initial jobless claims at 8:30. S&P PMI at 9:45. And then you've got the global services PMI at and also at 9:45. So a few 3-star news events coming out on Thursday. The 10-year tips auction. Anytime you get any kind of Fed, bond or Fed, interest decision for like a 10 or 20 year, anything like that, could be something to watch out for. And then Friday, all we've got is the durable goods orders. Atlanta Fed GDP coming out, which is only 2-star, but it's Atlanta, so I would kind of keep an eye on it. And that's really about it. It's not a really news heavy week, which means that the market just may not move very fast. Don't get into this thing and just expect things to fly just because you want them to. Whether you're trading the penny stocks or whether you're trading, the futures or options, especially options, because if the things don't move very fast, it's really hard to make a lot of money in options. It's really easy to lose money, just kind of like bit by bit, because that theta burn will kill you, man. So just be really careful with options this week, unless you got something that you think that's going to have some pretty decent news.
Keep your eye on PMN penny stock right now. Looking for the break of $1.14. Flirting with it as we speak, but we got 4 minutes left on the current 5-minute candle to know for sure.
Exactly. 22nd, he's speaking tomorrow.
It hasn't even broke out on the 1 minute yet, so nothing yet. But it seems like it's our best opportunity at the moment in penny stock world.
He's got the opening remarks for a bank conference tomorrow. Framework for Large Banks conference in Washington D.C.
It sounds stupid. Sounds uneventful.
100%. But he's speaking, so they put it on as a 3-star event. There's no new news coming out tomorrow morning unless he announces his resignation at a bank conference, which I highly doubt. So probably nothing to worry about. July, the next interest rate decision isn't until July 30th.
Yeah, I didn't think it was this week.
No, it's not. They probably just saw Fed Chairman Powell speaking. Yeah, existing home sales will probably be something to watch out for on Wednesday. I mean, don't be in a play at 8:30 tomorrow morning. So just wait a few minutes. It's probably not even going to be anything big, but it could be. So we'll just wait and see. Yeah, man, this is really kind of what we're looking for. It may be a very uneventful day today, but just you know, NQ back down on its 1 hour 21 EMA right now. Both of them respected it this morning, right around the same time, 11:45. But ES isn't even back down close to it. So, if you want to try to play a little bit of a bounce, you can right here. But where do you put your stop loss at that point, right? You're probably fighting the trend. It looks like it's got to come back down just a little bit further before it does anything else. So we shall see.
Just
Oh
bouncing
yeah.
around the news and stuff here while we wait for a breakout. There's just not a whole lot going on this morning in the pre-market. And Mondays are often like this if you guys are new to the market. Mondays we typically see juicier price action from call it 8 a.m. all the way through about noon.
What's up with DJT stock, Brian? Is that so
Yeah, it's moving up a little bit, but it's only up like 6%.
That's why
It
it's
looks
not on
like
the top
massive
gainers.
candles, but not that
Yep.
crazy.
If you'll take your rectangle tool and especially on Weeble and you'll draw out your quote unquote play, like your 10% entry box, a lot of times you'll see like, oh hey, those candles are tiny. They're itty bitty. Or
7%.
like they're huge, whatever, but if you've got some reference on your chart, that'll help you.
Whose background do I hear?
Not sure. You guys are always welcome to ask questions. Excuse me, sir. Stop it. We're not barking at people walking down the road in the morning. Dang.
Does anybody have any questions for us this morning while it's slow?
I was about to say,
Perfect time.
now's the absolute perfect time to ask any questions. But just make sure your mic is muted if you're not asking questions. That's all.
EMN now has a few wicks above $1.14. Not that
I
it's a
do got
big
a
difference,
question
but you
about the
may
order
consider
books.
moving your breakout to 115. I'm sorry, what's the question?
About the order books.
115 on what? What was you saying? 115 on? Sorry.
PMN.
Okay.
Maybe
On the order
instead of
books,
114, put the breakout at 115. Sorry, go ahead.
on the order books, you'll call for some resistance. I think earlier you said around $1. Well, when I couldn't find the resistance nowhere, and I went to the order books, but it wouldn't let me. I got all selected, but it's like it wouldn't let me see everything. Like right now on PNM, I'm going all the way down to 115. That's all it's showing.
Trying to figure out how I did that before. It's been a while since I set it up. Do you have it when you select it? Do you have it as market by order L2?
Market by order L2.
Yeah, when you click
I
order
got
book
order books
settings.
L2.
No, do market by order L2.
Yeah, I got that. Yep, that's the one I got selected. Yep.
And so I can see on this one, what do I have pulled up right now? TNFA. I didn't call this one out, but TNFA has tons of fucking resistance. Look at all these big sell orders. Let's look at PMNN's order book. At 30,000 at 113.
Somebody was actually asking about UAVS as well.
UAVS? I don't think I pulled that one up this morning.
It's not on the top gainers list, doesn't look like. There's no telling.
It is
Okay,
approaching
where
the
do
line
you
ahead,
see? Where do you see the 130 or the 30,000 at the 113?
Let me go back to that one in just a second. UAVS. Let's go to quotes. It's got enough volume. You could possibly look for a breakout. Oh, I'm on the 1 minute. No wonder. You could possibly look for a breakout of like, let me see here. Not hard to tell.
Yeah, that's a
Maybe
bunch of wicks on
231,
Friday.
232.
I got pretty ugly exactly where it's at right now on Friday. Shot straight up and pulled right back. So
Yeah.
you can be
All
really
right, going back to
careful with that one.
PMN on the order book. Right here, 30,000. Up, they changed it. Now it's at $1.10. It was at $1.13.
I think.
Okay, your order books is showing different than mine.
Interesting.
But it does change. Like people can change their order. So it's possible that by the time it looked on mine and then you looked on yours in that couple of seconds, maybe that's when they changed the order.
I'm not able to scroll like you're scrolling.
Oh.
You have. There's another way to do that too. Do you have it selected as green and red?
Yep.
And then there was something else. I don't remember how I changed. There was another setting in it somewhere.
NQ is pulling back hard right now. Or at least just trying for what it's moved so far this morning is trying to pull back pretty hard. be aware. We could be trying to pull back and find some support. ES is just now finding that 1 hour 21 EMA. That could be where it was, where all the prices were heading to, but just be cautious right here. Looking for some. I'm before I find the setup, it's got to show me the setup. So I am.
EMN is flirting with that breakout right now. All right, it did confirm the breakout. It's a little weak in the moment, but it did confirm within just a couple of percent.
Nice. That VWAP's a good ways back there, though, isn't it?
Plus, if you were to put it just beneath the VWAP, you're looking at like an 19% stop, which is a little more than I want. Yep, I knew it was looking weak. It's already fallen back below. I would put the stop loss on this one, probably switching to the 1 minute time frame under that 21 EMA. Which would still be about a 15% stop loss, 10 to 15%.
Jet Fuel and Tortilla says lots of internet hype about NVTS this weekend. Any thoughts on that stock specifically?
I haven't heard anything that he's referring to. Oh, man. Come on, PMN. Give us one fucking winner of the day. All right, it's looking a little better now. I'm on the 1 minute time frame right now. Oh, what was that ticker you just said?
NVTS.
I
Nevada
know we've
Tango.
played this one before.
Sorry. Nevada Vegas Tango Salsa. I don't know what the actual thing is. I was just.
You don't know your phonetic alphabet?
No, I do not. Sorry.
It would be November.
Yeah, November.
Victor Tango Sierra.
There we go. Yeah. That one.
Zooming out. Oh, I'm on the.
He said salsa.
I bet I had no clue. I was just trying to, like,
PNN
peas
just
and
hit
Paul.
15%.
There we go.
PMN did? PMN did?
Yes.
There we
Let's
go.
fucking go. Yeah, one fucking winner today.
Nice.
Okay. That puts us break even because, to be fair, I did call one loser too. So we're
Well,
back to break even, baby.
I kind of went short on NQ, but I didn't want to call it because I didn't really know. I went with a small position.
Low conviction.
Very low conviction. But, like, I just kind of shot for it. There was no real... There was kind of a plan for it, but it wasn't anything I could really explain very quickly, so... don't jump in on this. I really just kind of I'm down like 20. I'm down. I'm in the money like 20 points right now. So if I see like an actual high conviction play where I'm like, here's where you can put your stop loss, then I'll give it to you. I promise. But
All right. Well, PMN ended up being a really good trade. We got a really great entry. If you guys are looking at my screen here to break this down, how the strategy works, I'm on the 5-minute time frame here. We look for a stock that creates a high, that has enough volume, that has good news. We mark the top of the body of the highest candle for the breakout. In this one's case, it was $1.14 that I texted out. And then as we were playing it out, I raised it to $1.15, but it wouldn't have made any difference because the confirmation occurred above both, and it wouldn't have changed your trade. I moved it to $1.15 because you ended up having like 4 different wicks that went above $1.13. So I just de-risked it by 1 penny was all. But in any case, the confirmation occurred at the same place and it wouldn't have affected your entry. This is the entry right here when you have a 5-minute candle close above that breakout and a 5-minute candle open above that breakout. That is when we enter. We don't enter on any of these wicks or anything like that. We wait for 2 bodies to confirm the breakout. Right here was your 2 bodies, and you can see that that occurred within about 2 to 2.5%. 2 to 2.5% of the breakout level. That is an excellent entry. We want to enter as low in this big yellow box as possible. We can load at the top of it, but when you load at the top of the yellow box, you just have to understand that it is a riskier trade. And in that
commercial break.
yellow box, that means it's likely we can get a 15% price target on it. If you load at the top of that yellow box, maybe you're really only looking for a 5 to 10% price target on it. That's kind of the difference there. But this one gave us an excellent entry. It did end up coming up and smacking that 15%. Even if you didn't get out and you're still in right now, you're still able right this second to lock in a 10% profit right there. And remember, 10% a day keeps the debt collectors away.
Yeah, just took 30% on it.
30%? Let's fucking go. But that means you got in early, you little greedy little bastard. When did you get in then? What was your entry?
I was well, my entry was at 114, but then it came back down to I think 111, and I put another couple hundred on there.
Okay.
You averaged in once you
what
kind
made
of
you
get
do
in.
that?
Oh man, it looked strong. That's really good. I had a good stop loss, very tight. I wasn't tripping too much.
Okay, well, great trade. Make sure you
Very
post it in the Show Your Profit channel, but great trade. And
I
just goes
heard.
to show you that you don't have to follow this strategy exactly. Once you learn how to read price action, if you look at like Leslie in the stock chat, she's in there every morning. I think I said that right. Yeah, Leslie. She does more of a scalping strategy. She's often looking at the same exact stocks I am, but she's not really doing the breakout strategy per se. She's really just using price action, and she's really diving in deep into this order book right here and examining where the resistance might be. And she's honestly kind of a goddess right now at getting anywhere from a 5 to 15% gain over and over and over and over again every day on these stocks. So as long as you find something that works for you, great execution on that one. That was no
Kev's
fucking joke,
buckling
dude.
something
Look at
up.
this. These are the top 20 stocks right now, and only like 8 of them, 2, 4, 6, 8, that's close to that, 10 of them, only 10 of them are up over 30%. 10 out of 10,000 publicly traded companies. What is that? 0.001% or some shit? So you killed it, man. Great job. Exciting. Get excited when people make money in
Kev.
here.
Kev, can you mute your microphone, please, sir? It'd be wonderful. So I don't have to. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Who was it that made 30%? I didn't see who was talking.
It was Slade.
Afraid.
He's been
Okay.
Slade's been with us for a minute.
Yep. It's been a long time. But I don't see you in the Show Your Profit channel, you little bastard.
LOL. That's funny.
Do it.
Oh, we got 2 stocks over 100% now. I wouldn't play this one, but that is good news for us when we finally see more than one stock above 100%. PMN's almost 200%. That's good indication for the rest of the market. I really hate when you don't see a single stock above 100. Now, ZIMV is up over 100% for the day, but you can tell by this massive gap it created. And by gap, I mean there's no trading in between. There was no candles that traded in between here. It just went from $8 a share up to $18 a share and immediately traded sideways on no volume, only 50,000 shares for the whole day. That tells you they just got a new valuation. It doesn't mean that there's any hope for continuation or momentum from this point forward. It's just they have news that validated them getting a new $130 million. So if somebody already signed a contract agreeing to pay $730 million, that means that's what your company is currently worth. So that's all that's happening there is a new market cap valuation.
Right.
So we're not going to be trading ZIMV. That bitch is going to trade sideways for the rest of the day, I promise you.
And tomorrow and the day after. Somebody said, Islander said he got in at 108. Talbert said they got in at 129. Was that too late?
129 was too late. You're not even in the entry zone at 129. That means you were chasing at that point. We only want to load within 10%. Yep. So I'm assuming you're talking about PMN. PMN, the top that you would have loaded would have been like 126, maybe 127. 129 means you're loading at like 11 or 12%.
It means you hesitated.
11 to 12%. So you're chasing a little bit there. And that's okay. If you did get in at 11.29, that's not the end of the world. But because you know you're chasing at that point, you have to be aiming for like a 5% profit. And in which case, you would have hit it. You could have got 129 entry right here. And, well, no, you really would have only been at 4%. So you didn't even hit 5% on that one yet. And that's just one reason why you really don't want to chase. You want to load at the bottom of as close to the bottom of the zone as possible.
Right.
But no more than the top of the zone.
Right. So, I mean, like here exactly what you did is where a lot of people they start to fall behind and then they get frustrated, and this is why they wind up quitting trading, because the plan is you get in when we have that close and open above 115. And then you go, oh, I'm a little nervous. And then it starts taking off. You're like, oh, I'm missing the trade. And then you get in late and then you lose money on the trade. And then at the end of the week, you're like, man, I got into all these stupid trades that everybody else won money and I'm losing money. Why am I losing money? Like, you have to have confidence in the setup. And are you going to lose money? Are you going to lose some of these trades? 100%. But if you don't play the strategy, you can't take advantage of the probability that you're going to win. And so, and that's just part of it. It's part of the learning curve when it comes to trading. Trading is difficult, not just on a technical aspect, but because you can see really, honestly, the technical aspect of what he's doing right now is extraordinarily simple. But in order to take this, you just have to push the button. And if you don't push the button at the right time, then it all goes to crap, or can all go to crap very, very quickly. And a lot of that has to do with just the emotions that you're dealing with at the time, the psychology that you're dealing with at the time. And if you're looking for somebody to be mean to you and hold your and tell you that you should have done this instead of that, you can always come and join the one-on-ones. I'm not mean to everybody, just the people who need to be mean to. So
yeah. I think you explained that really well. And then just because you're probably still in your position right now, so to try to help give you a little extra guidance right now, you're currently up like 1 or 2% if you're still in. As long as I'm on the 1 minute time frame right now, as long as we hold above this VWAP on the 1 minute time frame, the trade is still looking good right now. And that would only put you at a maximum of like a 7% loss if it does end up coming back down here from your 129 entry. But right now you're currently up call it 4% right now. And knowing that you got a little higher, or wait, I'm adjusting the wrong box here. 129. You're about break even right now.
Hey, Mike.
You'd be looking at like a 10% loss. Sorry, I was moving the wrong side of the box. You'd be looking at like a 10% loss.
Hey, Mike.
Now you're currently up like 2%. Oh, there you go. There's a 5%.
Yeah, it's running.
But it's still looking good right now. So you can consider locking in profits at any point right now. You're up 10% right there.
Mike, somebody's asked you.
Now, wish I would have held. Shit.
Oh,
you got out?
Sparky.
Well, again, it was still looking good, so just use this as future reference now. As long as you learn something, it's not a total loss.
No,
It was
no.
still looking good as long as it stayed above this 21 EMA on the 1 minute. Because you can see for the last couple of hours now, 1 hour, it has stayed above that 21 EMA.
Right. It is not our entry design, but it is something that you can watch to kind of keep an eye on.
Yeah.
Somebody
much to learn.
who was that was asking about Mike? Go ahead and ask what you were asking.
Hey, Mike, this is Wooly Bully. How y'all doing?
Good.
Good.
I got in it at 86.86.
Holy crap!
Well,
What, PMN?
yes, sir. The reason was, if you see where it first started coming up, I got in it at, let's see, let me look at my entry here.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that was a different
You just-
breakout. That
Yeah,
would
you
have
just
been
caught
okay.
the different breakout, but it's still the same strategy.
Well,
Hold
what
on,
it
I'm
was,
on the
it
1
was the
minute.
first red candle on the 5-minute chart, and it came back down and wicked against the VWAP, and then took back out, started back up, and that's when I got in.
Yep. So that is another strategy, and I actually have a video on it here in the Discord too, where it says how to set up Weeble and 3 different strategies for right here. That is one of the strategies that
had
I
your 1
teach
minute up.
is bounces
Yes,
and
sir.
breakthroughs of the VWAP or the 21 EMA. So that's perfect right there. You saw
That
that it
entry-
came down. You were suspecting that it was going to find support on the VWAP right here, and you took your entry. That's perfect. That is a strategy right there, and that's
Yeah.
great. And it sounds like you had excellent execution on it as well. The
Well,
only thing with the VWAP and the 21 EMA breakthrough and bounce strategy is I typically look for like 5 to 15% profit on that one. I often don't see it come up like 30% plus. Now, in this one's case, it obviously did. Whoop, let me go back to my chart. In this one's case, from your 86 entry, you're currently up like 57%, 60% if you're still holding right now. But
well,
for that one, I typically lock in profits a little faster. Go ahead.
what I did, Mike, I started selling it off, scaling out of it like at
Oh, heck
91,
yeah.
98. I got out at one. I got all the way out at 116, and then
Nothing wrong with that.
when it broke out again, I got back in it at 118,
Boom.
and I just sold half of it at 142. Well, 131 I sold half, and I sold another half at 142.
That's
Damn.
perfect. That sounds like you had 2 excellent trades on it.
Just been scaling in and out of it, you know.
I like it. Yeah, and that's a lot of people kind of freak out about doing stuff like that. But I mean, like somebody else said something about, I think it was Islander said something about leaving runners. Like if you don't know how to leave runners, the best way to do it, like if you're brand new to this and you're just like, well, I want to know how to, like that leave runners, like so, and that's kind of the answer to the big question. How are we in some of these big plays? Well, you're in some of these big plays by taking really good small plays. Right. And like when you're in it, you're in a good position. You're not having to chase this stuff. And so just like Wooly Bully did right here, like you don't sell your entire position when you sell out of it, you hold some. And if you're not used to being able to do that, then you just start with 1 share. That's the easiest thing to do. If you buy 100 shares, sell 99 of them, and then practice working with just that 1 extra left over, and then take note of.
See, right now I'm holding 20 shares right now.
There you go. I'll leave 10. Yeah, well, and I think it probably depends on, like, it's hard in the penny stocks. It's much harder to kind of go by number of shares too, especially if you don't have an unlimited, money source. I always kind of recommend people to kind of start with the dollar amount first, especially if you're like on the $100 challenge or whatever, anything like that. So, like you start with kind of what can I afford to do, So yeah, so like Islander bought 260 and left 250. But I think the biggest thing to do is just pre-plan what you're going to sell out. Don't get like 15% up and go, oh crap, how much should I sell? Right? You need to have an idea of like what you want to sell when you get where, right? If you're struggling,
when I do my buy ask on my turbo trader, I got a sale ask sitting at 50% off.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And when it spikes up there and shows a big wick on top, I'll sell half of it and then hold it and look for another one. But if I'm gonna dump it, I got my sell bid at 100%. You know?
Right. Yeah, that I do too. That's my oh crap button. It's like the I shouldn't be
Yeah,
this anymore.
panic dump.
Yep, 100%. Yep, that's awesome.
Okay, I just thought I'd get that in there for y'all, new guys.
No, I appreciate you sharing that, man, and bring that
All right,
up.
all right, brother.
Yeah, appreciate it. Love it. I stopped my screen share just for a minute here.
I saw
I'm
that.
adding a couple of people to the text list, and I didn't feel like broadcasting their personal information. But if you guys want, if you're not already on the text list, I personally highly recommend it. From the years of me tracking the data, I'm about 70 to 80% accurate. Last week, I was 100% accurate.
Yeah,
Monday
boy.
through Wednesday. And then Thursday, I did text out 2 losers. I'm fucking sorry. But that still put me at like 98% accurate for last week in general. I'm sure I can drop you a link if you would like to join the text list here in a moment.
I think you
And
guys
so far
should.
this week, I texted 1 loser this morning, and then now this 1 winner hit 15 and 30% price targets. So we're already positive to start the week for the text list as well. And then give me just a
Boom.
moment here. I'm adding 4
Shakalaka.
people that just joined within the last few minutes, and then I'll pull my screen back up again.
Do it.
Hey, Mike.
What's up?
Oh, yeah, this is Talbert. I had the PNM the PNM got in a little late.
Yes.
But yeah, I was able to jump out with a 10-cent gain on 50 shares. So hey,
Heck yeah.
I'm happy.
That's awesome.
Let's go.
Yeah, and I'll post it on the wall of profit.
Yeah, please do. We love rejoicing of the profits.
Yeah, man. It's much less show off. I mean, because here's the deal. Like some people like I don't want to I want to be modest. Well, that's fine. Be modest, but like people trading is hard. And you're in a community right now, and it's a little more open than it normally is because we used to charge a crap ton of money for people to be in the Discord, and when we were like, and we probably will start charging eventually, just because it'll the what it brings to the community.
Worth every penny, dude.
Yeah, but like the big deal is like you have a rare opportunity here in this Discord to be around people like-minded and who are trying to do the same thing you are. And so anytime you can share progress, because people get discouraged really quick in trading, and it's obviously it's very easy to do. So like so if you can find a way to help encourage other people, man, it is not showing off. It is you going, hey, this is freaking possible. Check this out. You can do it. Keep going. Don't freaking give up. Because it is not easy. This is not an easy skill to do. Not because it's technically hard, because really technically it's not. You look at the candles, you do what the chart tells you to do. But like the emotional aspect of this, the psychological aspect of this is so difficult because it requires patience, because it requires commitment, because it requires time that you don't necessarily see ROI on at first, probably. Some people get really lucky, and that's awesome, but like other people struggle for years before this is something that they can replace an income with, or that they feel confident enough to actually kind of do it. And that's the weird part, is like it requires confidence in what you're seeing in the charts, but the confidence is built on something that most people don't build confidence until they see success. Well, in this case, you don't see success until you have the confidence, and so like it's a weird place to kind of be in, for sure. But yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah,
I would never understand for the life of me why people sign up for my text list and then don't enter their fucking phone number. I've had 3 in the last couple days. They sign up, they pay for the text alert, and they're like, "No, I'm gonna skip entering my phone number." Yeah, that fucking helps me to help you.
Well, and
frustrating.
my favorite is like when you'll send me messages like, "Hey, I need you to go put this information and go send so and so," and we're like, "Okay, what's his name?" You're like, "David." Like, hey,
Yeah.
we got 20,000
Like-
Davids that have been through the system. Like, which one? No last names, no emails. I'm like, jeez.
So if you signed up for the text messages and you're not getting them, it's probably because we need your phone number. and I always email and I message you guys on WAP, but most people ignore their emails and the messages on WAP. So if you're not getting them, just open a customer support ticket with us, and we'll get you added to the text list.
There you go. All right, it does look like we're finding some support on NQES. I mean, you could see, man, it took us I felt that last 10-minute pullback felt like it took like 45 minutes to happen. I think it might actually have. It was so weird. It was that was a weird kind of pullback right here. But it started at 8:52, so I guess it was almost 30 minutes. That's weird. Oh, because I'm on 15-minute candles. I'm like, what is going on right here? Okay, never mind. Forget I said anything. We are underneath that 1 hour 21 EMA. This could be the setup to pull back a little deeper today. We'll see. It's this 917 right now. I did get a little bit of money right there on that pullback. Just not a whole lot. I didn't risk. Honestly, I was just kind of testing the waters. If it's okay to take like a 2 micro trade just to kind of see if you're feeling the market right. Like it, get a warm up. So, especially if it's been all weekend, you're like, do I remember how to push the buttons? It's okay. So yeah. So I probably could have made a lot of money if I'd actually put a full position, but it wasn't like a full position kind of deal. It's kind of like, I think we might try to do this. And then we just,
Phil, man, you told me this in the beginning back in one-on-one, and I never listened. I was always just dedicated to NQ, whatever.
Uh-huh.
I only play MNQ now, and
Really?
I'm profitable.
That's awesome.
If I would have listened to that advice a long time ago, because like they said, I've been with them for years, man. If I would have listened to that in the beginning, I just couldn't see it, man, because it was greed. There was greed in the way of my discipline, man, and M&Q has allowed me to start getting to where I'm living my dream right now,
That's freaking awesome. Because you don't need a whole lot of points per day. Like everybody who comes in,
You really don't.
Everybody.
You really don't.
But it's so tempting because you see people like Duck, and Duck's like, I just pulled another $250,000 per tick out, and he was like, "Dadgummit," and like you want that. Who doesn't want that, really? Who wouldn't want to come up and make a cool couple mil in like 5 minutes and then just be done for as long as you want to, but be able to do that every single day.
In a couple minutes, I'm done for life. I'm investing it all into some low fucking value ETF. Never trading again.
Yeah, some SPY, some QQQ, and then
exactly.
Don't forget Coney and freaking Misty right now. But yeah, man. Like it doesn't take much, but like this is fun. It's fun for Duck. Like Duck loves trading, and so he just comes back and makes another cool meal like every morning, basically. And not right now because he's still on the road. I have no idea where he's. Somewhere between California and Ohio. That's all I know right now.
Are they fucking driving 4 miles an hour?
Yeah, dude, he's freaking. He doesn't even have a place to live yet. He's just like, I'm like, well, did you buy a place yet? And you're like, no, we're looking at a couple. We'll figure it out when we get there. Like he literally just packed his house up and he's taking the road trip of a lifetime, enjoying himself.
Good for Doug, man. That's what we're doing.
Yeah,
good for him.
Absolutely. But like
we bought a motorhome, rented out our fucking house, and now we're just like living the life, dude. Raising my 2-year-old. He loves it.
I bet, man. And this will be memories forever. Like you'll be able to go back and go, look at what you were able to do. Look what we were able to afford you. And it's cool. And you don't need that much money. You really don't. Like if you can make $50 to $100 a day, and then just there's so many different ways you can get bigger in trading, especially your futures, right? If you're trading stocks, you're trading options, you're pretty limited. But if you can get into futures and just take like 20 points a day, like that move I just took right there was like 20 something points with like 2, and I gave a little bit back because I risked like a second entry. I made like $100, and then I gave like 20 back just messing around with something. You could do that across like 5 accounts. That's $500 for the day. Boom. Check out. Done. That was with 2 micros. So Like if you can learn to discover like just your spot where you can take like 5 to 10 points out of the market a day and then just kill it, you know? And instead of just chasing and going, oh, I've got to get the absolute top of this move and the absolute bottom of this move. And if I can't, then I'm not a good trader. Well, you may not ever be a good trader then. So you just got to take what the market gives you. And then now I'm off my soapbox. But if you want to learn that kind of stuff, man,
That's all true, man. It's not a soapbox. It's just like the absolute truth, and it's so hard to accept for some reason in the beginning.
Right. And then
Like I'm about to pull 500 for the morning or something like that, and then I'll be done.
Boom.
The rest of the day's mine.
Yep. So stick around here. We'll teach you as much as we can. And if you're just struggling and you're like, I need some help, we have a way you can invest in yourself. That was like one of the smoothest transitions ever. It wasn't planned, but we do offer one-on-one coaching. If you want to go put in an application for there, I mean, we'll be glad to take you on as a client/student. As long as we have room, we don't want to overwhelm ourselves where nobody gets any decent attention. But so if we get too crowded,
I'll say one more thing. Phil was my one-on-one, and so if that matters to anybody, dude, like money well spent, brother.
I appreciate that. I really do. It makes me happy. So I like watching the light bulb turn on with people, man. It's probably the funnest thing in the world for me. But like better than trading.
So, hey, question.
Yeah,
futures is better than trading?
Yeah. So typically what we teach, because most people don't have 25 or 50K just laying around to do futures with. We love doing prop firms. If you go down to, do you have a video for trading futures for beginners? So we've got a few beginner videos down in the masterclass section. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the channel, it's not set up like in sections yet. We're still kind of building out some of these videos. But it starts with why futures, and then it goes, what are futures, which prop firm should I choose, which I've got to update that video because Top Step stopped doing Tradeovate, but most of the information is relative in there. Like they just stopped like last week. Like, great, you gotta take that video down. Setting up a prop firm, how to set our 1 hour zones, which is, very similar to kind of what you see on the chart right now. I'm just marking out the high and low of kind of how everything goes, especially with how everything is right now. I mean, like the hard part is like we've never been up this high before, and so like being able to kind of get back on that larger time frame and setting up your zones. Some people trade a little differently. The 1 hour time zone is kind of like that sweet spot in the middle. Like if you're trading on a 2 minute, you may want something a little tighter than that, but usually 1 hour is pretty straightforward. 30 minutes, a pretty good one. But those guys who trade on the 1 hour, they've got to back out to like the 1 week and the 4 hour time frame. So the big thing is you just want to be able to back out to a larger time frame than what you like to trade on, and really define those areas where the buyers and sellers are going to be kind of fighting over the price. And that video is it's a very simple intro. Because, I'm not stuck. If we went through everything, it'd be like a 4 hour video, right? So, but it would get you started there for sure. And then I think Mike has actually asked me to kind of put together some option videos over the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be releasing. I've got an idea. I'm going to try to make them as absolutely short as I possibly can, which means I'm just going to be like, try to make them like 5 or 6 minute videos. We're just walking through like the different parts of what an option contract is, like the expiration date, and what is theta, what is gamma, what is delta, what is, all these little pieces, and try to put together like a video list where you can kind of go and kind of mess with some of that too. But we'll do more on price action. We'll do more on futures, and we'll do some more on options. And of course, Mike's always putting out stuff on his penny stock stuff. So, so that's
okay.
cool.
It sounds good. Sounds good. So '84, I went to truck driving school, and they said, "Keep on, you'll get it, you'll get it." So when the light bulb came on, like a guy just
Yeah,
told you, like you just said,
absolutely.
the light bulb. I know about that light bulb.
Yeah,
With
yeah. I
knowledge and
mean, it's
wisdom,
just
that's
like
a
any.
bad light.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a bad
Sometimes it's just.
light bulb. So I want to try it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, and we've got we've got people in here, like Bitcoin Trader is one of our clients right now, but he's been trading charts and crypto, and he's been doing it since like what's 2016, I think is what he said. I mean, Grant, who's in here, he was a client of mine specifically. And Grant absolutely kills it in the futures, but like he traded options for forever before he ever joined in. So I mean, he knew what the market was like. Sometimes just getting that extra, like, hey, this is what we need to do. Let's bury down into the ground a little bit. Let's get some foundation going. Let's hold you accountable. Let's design a trading strategy that works well for you. Set some rules up to it. I've got some people who come in 2017. I was a year off, my bad. I got some guys who come in and they're like, okay, what is a chart? So we definitely have different levels of people coming in. You don't have to have any specific, level of experience coming to this. It's all personalized. Like the first time we meet, we'll go through a questionnaire. What do you feel? How do you feel about this? What have you done before? Like, what are some things that you already know how to do? Do you know how to do anything? Do you know where the buy button is? We'll just walk through whatever needs to happen and start filling in the gaps. It's a 30-day process. I didn't really need to.
Okay, I'll check into the class. You said go at the bottom of this page, and it'll be down there, future training
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, the bottom of the page is going to have the master class videos that we've already kind of built out. If you're looking for a one-on-one class, if you're looking for one-on-one, if you're looking for some mentorship, then you can go to the one-on-one coaching tab, and you can fill out a ticket there and hit the big purple button in there. It says apply for one-on-one training. So how about this?
Okay, thanks.
Absolutely. I'm going to put it in right here. I'm going to put everyone. Coaching available. Hashtag one-on-one coaching. And then I'm going to put the first one, first master class video down there too. So you can just click straight to it.
UAVS did break out. I didn't text this one, but we talked about it here in the live stream. Somebody put it up on our radar. It did break out. It's technically still in a loading zone right now. And this one I don't hate because the stop loss would only be like 6% on it. 7% maybe.
Masterclass starts with train your brain and works its way down. Nice pushback, man. That's that sinking 4-hour trend line.
Stop loss at like 222 on UAVS.
Are you sharing your screen? Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me pull it back over here so the recording gets in.
Oh, we're in market open right now.
Yep, it just opened.
Yeah. NQ took off.
Yeah, it's pushing right back up towards. It still hasn't broken that. Still hasn't broken the overnights. That triple top we had. It's still trading in the zone. And I ain't talking about AutoZone, but it is blowing through some stuff right now for sure. If this wicks right, that's a big 5-minute candle too. If that pushes pretty close to the top of there, over the next 5 or 10 minutes, I'll probably wait for about 9:45 to really kind of make any decisions as far as what I want to trade. Since now NASDAQ, since now New York Stock Exchange is open, I'll give it a little bit of time, but that may be either what
I
we
was
saw
already in this.
Oh, for upside. What time did you get in?
A while back, couple down in like the second 5-minute candle where it broke to the third one.
Oh, nice. Good job. Like this could be some manipulation unless we can get back over this 305 area. If we can get back over this 305 and hold some support up there, then I'll look to go long. If not, then I'm probably going to look for another pullback. We'll just have to see what happens at this point. Because if you try to go long right now, if you waited, I mean, if you're scalping through it, good job. But like if you waited, like we're right here at resistance, that's gonna. And if we get rejected from there and it dumps, that could really, really hurt. So let's just be patient. I forgot I pulled this out on NQ. Is that the same one? Yeah, okay. I did the same. Okay. Now we're cooking. So if we get back up here and make it this lower high and reject, I'm probably looking for this wedge to start playing out a little bit. We're back on this trend line right here. We've wavered below and above it several times at this point, but it was one that we were sitting on top of very nicely for several days, and now we're kind of back above it again. So, I didn't mean to move that. I really didn't mean to. I meant to take a UAVS. He said, there we go. Up 17% right now for the whole day. UAVS. If you made some money on it, then good job. That's just not a whole lot of movement. I mean, you got to think like 17% is from where it opened this morning. So unless it pulled back pretty hard. But I hope you made some good money on it. Good job.
Come on, bitch. Keep running.
Which one? Oh yeah,
Fucking all of them. Let them all run. I'm seeing several of them are taking dumps at market open. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at that big red candle. Big red candle. Big red candle. This one I ain't playing. It's got recent resistance. SABS. I did text this one and it's moving back up. We're looking for the breakout of 422 on SABS. I'm looking at the order block right now. It doesn't look bad. So SABS, keep that on watch for 422. Oh, let me switch this over to 1 day. Lots of them are taking dumps at market open, though.
Oof. ES not pulling back up to its pre-market high. NQ, however, is back up here, struggling with it. So let's see what we got going on here. SPY. Let's go over and look at SPY while this is kind of moving. Yeah, QQQ messing around with its pre-market high, barely breaking above it, kind of pushing right now. Let's see if we can actually close a candle above it, but it looks pretty promising here at this point. SPY back, it is over its VWAP right here. Has not come back up to its pre-market high yet at 629.60 or 629.59. $630 on the table right now. Let's see if it can push back up or if it's going to pull back again while NQ makes a higher high, and let's see if ES will continue to consolidate. But QQQ looks like it is just not waiting for anybody right now. So waiting for a potential pullback and hopeful retest at this point. So that gives me a good entry because I don't want to chase anything.
UAVS is taking a shit now. Sabs is flirting with that breakout. 2 minutes left on the 5-minute candle. 2.5 minutes.
Oh, yeah? Fantastic.
Looks like DJ Shankzilla accurately called out PMN right before market open. He says it will probably take a big dump, and it did. Accurate prediction there. I do not like this long top wick on SABS right now. That is looking weak. On the 1 minute, ooh, SABS, we actually probably want to see it break 434 instead of 422. Because on the 1 minute, it rejected there twice.
All right, here we go. NQ pulling back down through that support or that resistance that we were just looking at. That's not looking real pretty. We got a lot of buyers in the market right now, though. So let's see what happens. Probably not going to short this. If we're going to short it, I'll need to see this kind of come back down and retest the bottom of that.
SABS has 1 minute left, and it's looking okay right now. It's looking like it's going to confirm, but we got 1 minute to know for sure. This one, the stop loss is going to have to go to under the VWAP. 21 EMA is going to be too extended. And it could be breaking too high if you're waiting for confirmation.
I ain't playing with that.
It's about to get halted.
I missed that retest
Yeah,
right there.
it's going to fucking halt. It's up like, yep, there it is, halt. Knew it, called it.
Which one was that? Sabs? Sobs?
SABS, yeah. Because it went 50% in 2 candles.
Wow. That was that little man. That was such a quick retest right there. I didn't catch it. I kind of chased it a little bit, and then I said, "No, it ain't worth it," and hopped back out of it. I think maybe we get a nicer, cleaner possible pullback right here. Maybe right or not. Holy crap. What is this doing? Oh. All right. So NQ definitely pushing up. ES still like if this is the same, basically the same deal as SPY. SPY, I bet you has not come back to retest its pre-market high. Absolutely has not. So at this point, 629.50 is kind of what I'm looking to break and hold at this point. We need to get back up there so we can come back up to 629.63 and get a couple of pennies above that. If we can reclaim that pre-market high on SPY, then good for us. If not, then SPY may basically trade sideways today, even if NQ decides to push a little higher. So let's wait. Oh, man, but they are pushing it. Golly. They're not together today. They decided to do different things today. That's more of this weird stuff sitting back up here at all-time highs. So If we pull back and retest like this 305, 310 level, then I might try to go back in here. I might try for another long. Let's see if we can get a limit order back down here. I'll have it ready just in case. I don't want to. I will be ready to kind of pull this back off very, very quickly. But man, oh shoot, it is just, that's scary. That's scary push kind of stuff. That's all-time high again for NQ. ES, no. NQ, yes. ES, no. There we go. ES is just now getting to that top section right there. Are we going to find that rejection and hold NQ back, or is this thing just going to keep flying? It could be. It's moving pretty, like it moves up pretty fast. It's moving up pretty fast, period. But like it's also doesn't feel super strong. Maybe it's just like that whole like, hey, we're just kind of way up here kind of feeling. So maybe I'm wrong about that a little bit. The other part to that is like, I don't know if the big guys are really kind of in this. The way that it feels like it's moving, it doesn't really feel like it's the market makers. I don't know how to explain that, except that I just got a feeling. But I do think that a lot of times they'll try to break this out of the trend, especially with NQ. If they're going to pull it back hard, then that would be the tactic they would use. But also, if they were going to push it up really high, they would pull it back real hard right before open. So, like, this is, again, I'm waiting for the setup. Do we pull back and retest? If not, then I don't get my play. That's fine. Maybe it's just a weird day. This is where I should have been getting in right there.
Air obviously jumped. They're talking about in stock chat too. I avoided this one though because it has recent resistance. Sometimes obviously like Air is showing us it doesn't matter, but I don't know. It just over here on July 2nd, it had all these resistance levels. It's flying past all of them clearly, but I don't know. I'm okay. I'm comfortable missing that one.
Holy moly. NQ is just taking off right now.
Beautiful. If you waited for confirmation, you never got it. You didn't get a good entry on it. The only way you took this trade is you jumped the gun, which I see many people did. That'd be more like a scalping strategy, and that's okay. We love scalping here in this Discord as well. But if you were waiting for the confirmation of the breakout, it occurred way too high and after a halt, so you wouldn't have taken entry as far as that strategy goes. But if you were just scalping it, beautiful, beautiful trade.
There's ES. ES broke. SPY broke pre-market high. All right, we're watching 630 right now. If SPY can break and hold above 630.20, that's the level we're looking for. Then I think 633 is definitely on the table really, really soon. Sometime either today or tomorrow even. We could just be in a spot where they just want to kind of take this, and that's fine. But I can't chase it, so I would like to see maybe a retest of like 348, 348.
I just keep moving my stop loss up.
That's perfect. Yeah, if you're in it and you're riding this thing, you just find a good spot for that stop loss. If I were in it right now, I think I probably have my stop loss around that 331 level personally. What do you typically watch to use for your stop loss?
Man, I just keep it like $50 to $60 below what it is. I don't have no strategy on that.
I mean, that sounds like a strategy to me. $50 or $60 below it. So if it runs, it runs. Looks like it's running.
This right here was just all luck when I got in it.
There you go. Well, see, at least you can admit that. You know, some people would be like, "Oh yeah, I did that. I had a plan." Like, no, you didn't. Maybe you did. You know, but I mean, yeah, it's just if you can go. Yep, I took a lucky shot on that one. This one worked out. This is great. That's awesome. You know, but a lot of people will try to build plans around lucky shots. And that's when it starts getting, that's another reason why it starts to get a little dangerous. But
no method to my madness.
I'll keep shooting this a little bit. I'm probably going to get out this live stream a little early today because I think this may wind up being a short week for me. So I need to probably jump on some stuff and get some stuff knocked out for today so I can make sure I reach out to everybody I need to reach out to. But yeah, at this point, really kind of what I'm looking for is I would love to see us pull back to around this 350 area, 348, 349 area, and potentially give us an entry. That would be the 15-minute opening range breakout, which would be perfectly fine with me, which we may not get. I would have liked a little bit of more of a retest, like just looking at the 1 minute candles. We did push right over this, come back, sit down on top of it for about 20 or 30 seconds, and then took off. And that would have been an okay entry with me. But I typically, like even like right here, I was waiting because a lot of times you see it pull right back down. Just even if it's just like a wick, pull right back down to this region again, and before it decides to kind of, you know, take a direction. But now we've got the 15-minute opening range setting up. Yeah, it's just not pulling back. It's just not pulling back. And if you're chasing it while it's not pulling back, there's always that opportunity that you're just buying at the top, and that's never fun. So just be patient. Just be patient with it.
You know what's crazy is the only two stocks above 100%, not counting ZimZ, whatever, because that one's just a new valuation. So the only two that ran off of momentum, we called both of them here. It's fucking crazy.
There you go. There you go.
So you're in the right place. All right, well, I'm going to pop off here. I'm going to go let the dog out. She's whining at me right now.
What? All right. I'll
Have a good one.
take it easy,
you guys
man.
too. I'll text you if I see something. But peace out. Catch you tomorrow morning in the live stream.
We'll all be here.
I'm still in my combine too on Top Step.
That's cool. Make sure you're not making over $1,500 in one day.
Right, yeah. I
That makes it
haven't even
difficult.
come close to that.
Oh, okay. There you go. There you go.
I think I did get lucky once before and had like a $250 win, and then plus this one here. And then I've had a lot of small days.
Yeah. Well, and never despise the small days. I think that's where most people really kind of get caught up is like, if I'm only getting like 50 or 60 or $100, it's going to take me forever to pass this combine. Oh my gosh, this is awful. But
Well, I'm learning. I'm using this as
Exactly.
an area where I'm not losing no money or anything. You know,
Right.
I'm learning.
what an amazing mindset. Let me tell you that the people who come in and go, I need to make $500 a day, you're going to lose your shirt and maybe your pants too. Like, you've got to come in and focus on good trades, good risk management, good setups. If you don't have a good entry, you don't take an entry, right? If the day like leaves you, if your strategy's kind of out, you don't try to change strategies on the fly and just shift around. You know, if you've got three strategy setups, and they're already all planned and you're waiting for them, then good. But like, don't just go hop to something you think might work because what you were waiting on didn't happen. Like, it's okay not to trade. It's okay literally to not trade a whole day as long as like what you're doing, it makes the best sense for you and your portfolio. And you'll get there a lot quicker than somebody who's just like, I gotta go grab like $500 like right now. Because somebody who takes really good trades, Duck, Pato, he was making $50 a day last October, $50 a day, because his idea was, I just need to learn how to trade well. And then in January, he was making like I remember like it was like the third week of January, and he goes, I just made my first 6-figure day, right? And then like the scalability of trading well is there, but you have to learn how to trade well. You can't just try to take money out of the market. So
right now, I have no consistency with anything, and I'm trying to figure that out.
that is absolute key. All right. ES did come back and retest the top of top of that zone. We're waiting for it to break right here. So does NQ, ES is pushing right now. NQ is kind of holding still at this point. So is NQ waiting on ES, or is NQ ahead of ES? If that's the case, then like NQ may be getting ready for a pullback. And ES may have to follow a little bit later. So, I mean, it just kind of depends on what's going on, but it seems like maybe NQ is waiting on ES to catch up a little bit. So, we got some consolidation here. We got about a minute and a half left, or a minute left here on the this fifth 5-minute candle of the day. Let's look and see if we get like a much bigger pullback, or if this is going to consolidate or turn into some sort of structure that we can actually devise a play off of. Let's see what SPY. Oof. Okay, this is what I was talking about. See, SPY struggling with that 630 and 20 cents. We poked up to 27 cents, but if we can't close above 20 cents, it may not be. This may not be the best play in the world. But if we can close this thing above 20 cents here in the next 20 seconds, I think that we should be looking for some more upside, potentially back, definitely up towards 631, maybe up to about 633 sometime within the next day or so. That would be fun. All these buyers pushing in here. All these buyers pushing in right here. This is nice. There we go. Okay, close above. There we go. 630.35. Looking to see how we can take advantage of this move potentially. I might try to play this. Ah, dang it. I messed up. I might try to play this and place a stop loss right about here and see what happens. It looks like everything's trying to move up right now, so I will take this play. If it plays out, great. If not, then that's fine. Oh, it didn't fill me. Oh my gosh, I didn't get filled.
You going long, Phil?
Yeah, I was going long. But my order didn't get filled. It freaking took off without me. Oh, I've got to cancel that out. Okay. That sucks. That sucked real bad. Look at there. Oh my gosh. There. Oh my gosh. What a move. What you saw it here today, folks. Even if you have a plan, sometimes it just doesn't work out. What in the world? That freaking just moved and left me sitting there on the side of the road going, where did my ride go?
Last night I was watching it and I got up and went and did something, and I come back and my computer was black and I moved my mouse. Well, I guess I was hovering right around the short button, and I clicked it and I bought into it, and I was like, man, why the hell do I got a position here? Yeah, and I got out pretty quick, but I lost like $3 or $4.
Yeah, that sucks. It's not fun. Gold's moved up pretty. Why is gold still delayed? Excuse me. There we go. Gold made a move this morning. Yeah, everything. Man, what? That makes me very angry. That makes me angry. I'm like, that was a perfect play. I did everything that I was supposed to, and it just didn't work out. But here's where some people go, crap. Well, now I got to go chase it. And now you'd be sitting here, diddling in the middle right here where like, well, now you're red, now you're green, now you're red again. Now this is why we don't chase it. If I got in where I wanted to, then fine. If not, then I just got to be more patient. That's all.
Well, what if it pulls back down to the area where you want to buy? Would you buy in then, or just no because you missed the first initial entry?
I don't know. It depends on what the candles kind of look like. Because at this point, we had a nice big push up, and now the sellers are pushing it back down pretty hard right now. So at this point, I don't know if I'm going to, because we're kind of back away from like any bigger support level that I was looking at. And if the sellers win right here, this could dump pretty hard. Yeah, so there's pushback right there. So I don't love it, because we're kind of floating out in the middle of nowhere, just floundering in the pool at this point. The buyer's still here, but remember, any indicator that you see on your chart is lagging, right? So the buyers are here, obviously they're present, but if the sellers step in now, like the next candle, this could obviously lose this pretty quick. So I'm just gonna wait. Going to wait and see kind of what happens right here. Looks like we're meandering. Yeah, that would not. This would not be a fun ride if I had gone long again right there. 2 minute wise, let's see. At this point, probably what I need to do is I need to put my stop loss, or not my stop loss. I need to put a little area back down here. Even that 2 minute candle, like, it's not giving me a whole lot of reason to hold here. I mean, like, theoretically speaking, the way that I normally draw my area, my stop loss would kind of have to be back down here. That's with no structures underneath us at all whatsoever. So if we're going up, like, we're just going up because the buyers want us to go up. There's no real rhyme or reason. There we go. We're pushing again. But now we've got this to break through. So like at this point, like, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for me to try to get into anything. Nothing seems really clean or nice. To have my stop loss back down here at under 350 at this point.
Right.
I don't love. I mean, and look, here we go again. It was pushing off, but like it's not my entry, so I can't take it. Somebody obviously is making money right now, but it ain't me. And if I have to wait till tomorrow, or if I have to wait till later today, I'm okay with it. But I didn't love what was going on right there.
As I just got here, I'm just curious if has anybody talked about IXHL this morning?
I don't think so.
Thoughts?
No. Oh God. What am I? Oh my gosh. Learn how to type, Philip.
We're done.
IXHL lost VWAP. Hasn't been able to reclaim VWAP at all. The breakout would have been pretty nice, but it only moved 12% from an entry, which is okay. I mean, it technically only pulled back like 6% before it gave you that, but it wasn't. I don't know if it was like top gainer list on the top gainers list. It should have been though. Look at that. It's like it was up like 50-something% this morning. So, but it's definitely pulling back again right now. So, I don't. Look at that. ES is just absolutely flying right now. 630.80 is the next price we need to get over. We need to close a candle above 80 cents. I think maybe that's what QQQ is waiting on, but man, look at it move. Still got like 2 minutes here, so we got some deciding factors happening at this point. I think we're too much of an impasse at this point for me to, or floundering kind of in the middle of the pool, so to speak, for me to really kind of make any smart trading decisions. So I'm just gonna be patient.
One that's been climbing steady for a number of days here is just TDTH. What's your thoughts on that?
I think, yeah, I mean, as far as that goes, if you're going to try to buy and hold something, I mean, if you're in it already at this point, I mean, like, look at that slope. I don't know anything about it. The volume's absolute trash if you're just trying to like day trade it. No consistency at all whatsoever. But I mean, if this is like, there are several guys that I know of who look at these like smaller companies like this who don't really ever get like big volume, and they'll mark out, they mark out their trades on this, like backwards and forwards. We're kind of back up right now almost to where it kind of peaked out last time. So I would be kind of careful on this one. But it did flatten out and then come back up. It's been trading since about September 2024, so a little less than a year. Pulled back, peaked, pulled back, peaked, pulled back, peaked. We're a little lower than we were last time. So, I mean, I'd be careful with it. But if you're going to mark it out, wait for it to pull back and then wait for it to kind of show signs of some recovery. And if you want to swing trade some small penny stocks like that, some of these smaller companies can be pretty predictable. As much as you can predict anything. And but now, I mean, as far as like day trading, tried it. I mean, nothing about it looks good at all whatsoever, in my opinion, for what that's worth. All right, here we go. We did close above 80 cents. Doesn't necessarily mean we got to go up right now. I think we probably need to pull back. Maybe we retest, VWAP. Maybe we retest pre-market high. That would be ideal for us because then I feel like we could get in with some safe space beyond kind of the fact that we just know that the buyers want it to go up, which is fun. But like, where's the technical analysis to that? So I think maybe.
Hey Phil, really odd question, but I'm kind of confused on this.
Uh-huh.
If you're marking off the first 15 minutes of market open,
Mm-hmm.
So on Top Step it has 8:30, and then the next one is 8:45. It would be the 8:30 candle that is the first 15 minutes, correct?
Let me go
Or
look
would
and
it
see.
be the 8:45?
Yeah, it's the 8:30, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, so
Okay. 'Cause that's the time that it starts at.
Yes. There's a couple different
Okay.
brokerages that do it differently. Yeah, it's that big green candle.
Yeah. Okay.
What's it called? Webull tells you what time the candle closed.
Okay.
So there are a couple of brokerages that do it differently, but most brokerages that will, especially the ones that typically trade or watch 24-hour markets, more often than not, they'll give you that candle open time, which makes more sense to me. But
Yeah.
I guess
Okay.
it is what
I
it
just
is.
wanted to make sure that I was marking off the correct one.
Yes. Yeah. At this point, we
Thank you,
just
sir.
blew it out of the water. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, that's not a
Yeah.
strange question at all. Yeah, there wasn't any retest at all on this one. We got that. It's just like a little baby step retest right here on the 1 minute for that resistance level we were kind of looking for when we broke through, and we just came back down and tapped it. But you can't even see it on the 5 minute, which is weird. So let's see how far the big boys let the retailers take it, because I think that's what I think is happening right now. Because if you were watching last week's, I really kind of expected us to push back up. I didn't really know how far we were going. But when I saw this last Wednesday, I was like, that's the big guys getting in this. I mean, as far as how long will they let this go up, you'll see them start to take profit, which is probably what a lot of this was, is some more distribution over the last couple of actual trading days, where you saw us consolidate Thursday afternoon, and then Friday during the day, it was just that those big boys, I think, kind of starting to take some profit, or maybe some smaller people starting to take profit, and the big guys absorbing that up and going, okay, we'll take some more. So it seems like that's kind of where they're at right now. They're like, okay, we bought it, and everybody else is like, oh, okay, well, if they bought it, we should buy it. And now here we go. I guess we'll find out soon enough. But it looks like they want to take it. I think 633 is probably on the map this week. And there's not really anything to even pull a fib off of at this point. It's like down, down, down. I guess the swing was technically this, but I guess if you want to get real picky about it. Maybe we could do that. Maybe we could do this one, since this was technically a pullback. Oh, no. Get back there. But again, it all happens so fast. See how far this pulls back. Mm-hmm. Ridiculous. Everything's telling me now, okay, so this is what I'm waiting for at this point. It looks like the sellers are kind of weakening off a little bit, the buyers are kind of weakening off a little bit. We did break above the 70 mark on the 30 minute, which is pretty extraordinary. Still in an uptrend. So, I mean, the buyers are here until they're not. I don't. Come on, show me what you're working with. There we go. Oh, there they are. Boom. Yeah. So at this point, I wouldn't typically expect the day to close below 564.94. Like, and of course, again, that's just like typically what I'm looking for. This doesn't necessarily mean that's what's going to happen, but there's SPY finally making us pull back. NQ's like, maybe I'll do that. There's the push. Okay, so for SPY, if you want to, or ES, if you wanted to try to get in like here and put a stop loss kind of back underneath it, that might be an okay place to do it. NQ looks like it's trying to hold this trend line right here. Buyers still in it on the 5-minute RSI. They're struggling to kind of keep pushing up anymore right now, though, for the moment. All right, let me decide what I want to try to do here. I still think the best place to get in is probably back down around here on close to, actually, what is that? That's close to the 5-minute 9 EMA, which should be fine. But again, I just, like, this is a bit ridiculous here. What does the 1 minute show? Yeah, even the 1 minute, I'm going, like, it's just way the heck back down there here. Oh, that's all right. I don't have to make my fortune today. Even SPY's like, like SPY's ready to go. SPY's in a spot now to where if it wanted to take off, it absolutely could. It's already cleared 630.8. Closing up and above it. I mean, right at 631. 631.20 is the next price target we need to take out in order to keep climbing today. That was a really fast move first thing in the morning, and now we're just kind of slowly kind of taking it. QQQ. There's the break high day there on that one. Very nice. Very cautious. Very mild-mannered. Not loving a whole lot of what I see, to be quite honest with you. So, 10:15 now. There's that. So yeah. I mean, like, the buyers are here, but like, I think that probably what that means is, the people who have been in this for a few days now are probably looking and going, hey, well, new all-time high. Time to take some profit on this. And so, like, it looks like it's. I mean, it's either going to be absorption or distribution, right? If it's distribution, they're getting rid of all of the big guys are getting rid of all of it. Absorption is people are trying to get rid of it, and the buyers are just taking it, you know. And right now, the higher highs and higher lows tell me that the buyers are still winning. So, just not very fast. So with that, though, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this recording. I think this probably is going to be the longest recording we've had in quite some time. It's almost an hour and 45 minutes long already. So I'll work on getting that put up later today. And of course, if you have any questions, you've got the futures chat, you got the stock chat, you got the options chat, I think, down there. which I know we haven't done a lot of options here lately, but maybe we'll pick back up on that soon, especially with the videos. Maybe if I can get them out soon. We will be back here first thing tomorrow morning, and we'll see you then. Y'all have a great trading day. Until then,
Have a good one.
yeah, absolutely. Trade smart.